The gospel is a great way to start your day. And what better way to learn about it than from us here at Daily Gospel? Before starting with today's gospel, remember to subscribe and like, so we can continue making these videos. Share this video with everyone you think would love to hear and see this message from Jesus. We start with the Gospel of October 5th of this great year 2022. Reading of the day. A reading from the letter of St. Paul to the Galatians. Brothers and sisters, after 14 years I again went up to Jerusalem with Barnabas, taking Titus along also. I went up in accord with a revelation, and I presented to them the gospel that I preached to the Gentiles, but privately to those of repute, so that I might not be running, or have run, in vain. On the contrary, when they saw that I had been entrusted with the gospel to the uncircumcised, just as Peter to the circumcised, for the one who worked in Peter for an apostolate to the circumcised, worked also in me for the Gentiles. And when they recognized the grace bestowed upon me, James and Cephas and John, who were reputed to be pillars, gave me and Barnabas their right hands in partnership, that we should go to the Gentiles, and they to the circumcised. Only, we were to be mindful of the poor, which is the very thing I was eager to do. And when Cephas came to Antioch, I opposed him to his face because he clearly was wrong. For, until some people came from James, he used to eat with the Gentiles. But when they came, he began to draw back and separated himself, because he was afraid of the circumcised. And the rest of the Jews acted hypocritically along with him, with the result that even Barnabas was carried away by their hypocrisy. But when I saw that they were not on the right road, in line with the truth of the gospel, I said to Cephas in front of all, if you, though a Jew, are living like a Gentile and not like a Jew, how can you compel the Gentiles to live like Jews? Gospel of the day. From the Gospel according to Luke. Jesus was praying in a certain place, and when he had finished, one of his disciples said to him, Lord, teach us to pray just as John taught his disciples. He said to them, when you pray, say, Father, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come. Give us each day our daily bread. And forgive us our sins, for we ourselves forgive everyone in debt to us. And do not subject us to the final test. Words of the Holy Father. There are many situations in which hypocrisy is at work. It is often hidden in the workplace where one appears to be friends with one's colleagues, while competition leads them to stab them in the back. In politics, it is not unusual to find hypocrites who live one way in public and another way in private. Hypocrisy in the church is particularly detestable, and unfortunately, hypocrisy exists in the church and there are many hypocritical Christians and ministers. We should never forget the Lord's words. Let what you say be simply, yes or no. Anything more than this comes from evil. Brothers and sisters, today, let us think about the hypocrisy that Paul condemns, and that Jesus condemns, hypocrisy. And let us not be afraid to be truthful, to speak the truth, to hear the truth, to conform ourselves to the truth. In this way, we will be able to love. A hypocrite does not know how to love. To act other than truthfully means jeopardizing the unity of the church, that unity for which the Lord himself prayed. With this great message from Jesus, we wish you a happy day. Remember that you help us a lot if you subscribe. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow on the Daily Gospel channel.